Hey YouTube, this is Shawn, and I'm going to show you the song Drop Dead Beautiful on guitar. So we're using a lot of bar chords today. I tried to do this with a capo, but it didn't really work. It didn't fit how the song's supposed to sound. So I just decided, hey, I'll do a little intermediate lesson and show you how to play the song with all the bar chords that I saw in the video. So here we are. We have the chords E flat major 7, F, G minor, B flat major, C minor, and then later on in the video we're going to have the chords F/A and D minor 7. And then we also have, we're going to learn this little riff. So that'll be in the chorus. All of the chords will be up there during the video if you need them. If you want to see them up close, I'll be doing that at the end of the video after I explain how the song goes, in case you don't know how to make one or two of these and you want to get a up close view of my fingers and see what they're doing. Okay, so the song is going to start on our E flat major 7 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, in the first measure, we're going to have E flat all the way up until the end of beat 4. So you're going to hit a quick F on the end of the first measure before going to G minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Let me play that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Okay? So you're hitting that F on the end of beat 4 and then going to G minor. In G minor you play for a whole measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat is for a whole measure. And then C minor is for a whole measure. And that's going to be your main chord progression for the whole song. Everything else is just adding to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Now it's time to learn that little lick. So the way it's going to work is you're going to slide from fret 5 to 7 on the G string. I'm going to play this with my second finger. So I'm going to slide to it like that and then play 2 extra notes still on the 7th fret of the G string. Once you do that, you're going to go back to fret 5 with your first finger, and then you're going to play fret 8 and 5 on the D string. So far we have, and then you're going to play fret 8 on the A string with your pinky, and then you're going to land on the E flat major 7 chord, which is the beginning of the chorus. So this is going to be a little pickup that happens during the C minor measure. 1, 2, 3, E and a 4, E and a. So it starts on the E of 3, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. So it's a bit tricky, but you can just listen to it. It's one of those licks that you can just pick up by hearing it a lot. So once you get to the G minor, you're going to hear that melody again in the vocals, and you're going to mimic it a little bit in your guitar playing too. And you're going to do that by, instead of playing a G minor like this, you're going to take your pinky and you're going to play on the G string, 4th fret, to get this note right here, this C. You're going to play around with that going like this. So on the 5th fret of the G, 3rd fret of the G and on the 5th fret of the D, you can make a little melody that kind of mimics what we were doing earlier. So play around with that, give it a shot, and see if you can make that sound like our vocals. That's a cool trick to play around with too whenever you're playing a minor chord, is just to take your pinky and move it around. Make a little bit of inner melody in the chord. Okay, so everything else is the same after that. You're just going to play a B flat chord, you're just going to play your C minor chord, and then you're going to play that again. That's how the chorus goes. I didn't really count how many times you do each chord progression, so that'll be up to you to figure out. Okay, now after the second chorus, you're going to be doing a little outro part where it's kind of just soloing with his voice. And you're going to add some extra chords to your chord progression so that it becomes a little more interesting. So we're going to do E major 7. Or E flat major 7, excuse me. You go through F to G minor, and then to get from the G minor to the B flat chord, you're going to pass through this chord right here, which is an F/A chord. Again, it's in the tabs, and I'm going to show you after how to make this chord, but this is an F/A. It's kind of a passing chord to get to B flat, and then from your C minor to your E flat, you're also going to pass through the D minor 7 chord. So it's going to sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play the whole thing for you. So you're playing the F over A on the end of beat 4, and you're playing the D minor 7 on beat 4. It doesn't anticipate so hard as the other ones do. So the strumming, I'm kind of just doing this kind of pattern. 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So you just kind of play around with that slow 16th note pattern. The guy in the video was doing a lot of little 32nd note things. I'm not gonna do that. Just play around, get used to improvising strum patterns. So I think that's all I can show you right now for this video. So I'm going to show you the chords up close now. So let's zoom in. E flat major 7 is our first chord. Here I'm up on fret 6 with my first finger on the A string, fret 8 with my third finger on the D string, fret 9 with my second finger on the G string, fret 8, excuse me, this is fret 7. Not fret 9, this is fret 7 on the G string, and then fret 8 on the B string with my fourth finger. This is an E flat major 7 chord. F major is like this. First finger bars the first fret of all 6 strings. Take your third and fourth finger, play the third fret of the A and D strings, and then your second finger gets fret 2 of the G string. Strum all 6 strings. G minor is up here on the 3rd fret. Take your first finger, bar fret 3. Second finger helps out in this bar chord. 3rd and 4th finger, grab fret 5 of the A and D strings, strum all 6, and that gives you a G minor chord. B flat is up here on fret 6. Just take your shape that you had for F, slide the whole thing up to fret 6. That makes a B flat major chord. C minor is like this. Take your first finger, bar the 3rd fret from the A through high E strings. Take your 3rd and 4th finger, place them on fret 5 of the D and G strings. Take your second finger, place it on fret 4 of the B string. Play the A through high E strings, gives you a C minor shape. D minor 7 is like this. Take your first finger, bar fret 5. Take your 3rd finger, play fret 7 on the D string. Take your second finger, play fret 6 on the B string. Strum the A through high E strings, gives you a D minor 7. And then our our F over A chord is like this. 3rd, having a hard time today. Second finger on the 5th fret of the E string. First finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the G string. 4th finger on the 6th fret of the B string. Don't play the A or the high E strings. That makes an F/A chord. I think that's all the chords I used. Just an up-close version of the lick. And then over here. Got any questions about anything that I was doing in this lesson, just let me know. Send me a message or comment, and I'll try to get back to you. If you got any suggestions, this was a request. If you got any requests, send them my way, and I'll see if I can make a video. This was a great request. Good song. And as always, subscribe because you'll get lots of video lessons in your inbox daily. Maybe 1 or 2 of them will be of interest to you, and you can learn a new song today. Or that day when you get it. Alright, I'm Shawn. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.